Who is Mark Richardson? Now known as an Edinburgh cocaine baron, how did a young footballer for Hibernian youths end up pursuing a career in organised crime that currently sees him behind bars and at the centre of a major international gangland war? It would appear he was born into a life of crime, flogging drugs at the age of 12 to other kids in his school playground. Mark Richardson first came to public attention in 2007 when he and his dad, also called Mark, were caught dealing coke. The pair were jailed for 4.5 years and 32 months respectively, before 2 years later, Mark Jr. was arrested as part of an alleged dog-fighting ring in the East End of Edinburgh. Though charges were dropped due to claims that witnesses were too scared to testify, in 2010 Richardson was back behind bars, having been sentenced to 10 years for his part in a cocaine distribution network. At the time, he was said to have a criminal empire worth £5 million in property, vehicles and jewellery, as well as control of almost 3/4 of the capital's deadly drug trade, making him one of the major players in Scotland's underworld. Undercover police officers had been on Richardson's trail for months, tailing him to meetings with Kevin the Gerbil Carroll, a feared enforcer for the Glasgow-based Daniel crime clan. In 2009, he was holding regular summits with the 29-year-old who was shot dead in an Asda car park in Robroyston, and it later transpired Richardson had been lending Gerbil sums of money worth up to £84,000. As well as Carroll, Richardson was also an associate of taxi firm owner and Daniel family member Stephen Bonzo Daniel. Released from prison in 2014, Richardson was photographed with Stephen Daniel at a meeting with multi-millionaire taxi boss and property tycoon Stevie Malcolm. The pair had wanted to add taxis to Malcolm's fleet, but in January 2017, Richardson was arrested as part of a major crackdown on organised crime. Now 30, Richardson had initially been suspected of the shootings of underworld figures Ross Monaghan and Robert Kelby, but was given a term of 8 years and 9 months after admitting having a Glock handgun in a hidden compartment in his car. In 2019, while languishing in prison, Richardson's close friend, former boxer and Trainspotting 2-star Bradley Welsh, was shot dead outside his home in Edinburgh's Newtown. The shooting was said to have been ordered by an Edinburgh crime figure linked to the Lyons family and may have been aimed at Richardson as much as Welsh, though the motive for their deaths remains unclear. Richardson was back on the front pages in March this year when a group linked to the former Rangers ultra leader Ross McGill began a series of attacks on members and associates of the Daniel family in Edinburgh and Glasgow. It was said that an associate of Richardson had ripped off McGill in a £500,000 cocaine deal paid for with fake notes. During the violence, Richardson was reportedly put in isolation for his own protection at Lomos Jail in Bishopbriggs, where he's serving his 3rd term since 2007. While he's due to be released from prison soon, he appears to be a marked man, as he has been for most of his life.